And then you have his friend, the Maserati Marxist over there in the wants to tax your gas. They're both out of touch. Canadians are out of money. How about a carbon tax election?
Jagmeet Singh is in hot water again, and this time it's a double whammy. From his controversial comments about older white men to being caught in a $200,000 Maserati scandal, Singh's carefully crafted image as a man of the people is crumbling fast. In this video, we're exposing the hypocrisy, the backlash, and the lies. Is Singh really the champion of the working class, or is he just another out-of-touch politician living the high life while preaching sacrifice? And what does this mean for his political future, as Pierre Poilievre continues to call him out? Stay tuned, because we're diving into the controversy, the scandals, and the bigger picture behind Jagmeet Singh's fall from grace. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Before we dive back in, I'd love to ask for your support. If you're enjoying this content, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Fun fact, over 98% of viewers watch without subscribing, and your support really helps us create more of the content you love. It's quick, easy, and means the world to us. Thank you so much for considering it. Now, let's get back to the video.
I have seen, if I can be really blunt, I've seen
Here we go.
A lot of older white men fail upwards again and again.
Let's start with the comment that sparked outrage across Canada. Jagmeet Singh's claim about older white men failing upwards was meant to call out privilege, but instead it's been slammed as divisive and hypocritical. Critics argue that Singh, who claims to fight for equality, is using identity politics to score cheap points. But here's the thing, this isn't just about one comment. It's about what it reveals about Singh's leadership and his ability to connect with everyday Canadians. While some see this as a bold critique of systemic privilege, others see it as a desperate attempt to stay relevant in a political climate where his party is losing ground. Let's not forget that Singh's NDP has been struggling to gain traction in recent elections. His focus on identity politics might appeal to a small group of voters, but it risks alienating the broader base of working-class Canadians who care more about issues like affordability, healthcare, and jobs. And this comment, it's only adding fuel to the fire for those who already see Singh as out of touch.
No, not at all. It's not mine at all. It's someone else's.
And just when you thought things couldn't get worse for Singh, enter the Maserati scandal. Singh, who constantly rails against the rich and corporate greed, was spotted in a luxury car worth more than most Canadians' homes. Talk about a slap in the face to hard-working families struggling to make ends meet. Singh's response? He claims the car isn't his, but let's be real. Whether it's his or not, the optics are terrible. How can someone who preaches about sacrifice and standing up for the little guy justify being chauffeured around in a $200,000 car? It's hypocrisy at its finest, and Canadians aren't buying it. Here's the bigger issue. This isn't just about a car. It's about trust. Singh has built his brand on being a voice for the working class, but scandals like this make people question whether he's really on their side. If he's willing to live in luxury while telling Canadians to tighten their belts, what else is he hiding? And how can voters trust him to fight for their interests when his actions say otherwise?
Can I ask you, the Conservatives are criticizing you for driving a Maserati. Is that your
He laughs at
And
that.
what do you make of their criticism?
The Conservatives are silly. They do silly things all the time. They lie all the time. They don't care about the truth.
Singh's response to being confronted about the Maserati is downright laughable. He brushes it off, calling the Conservatives silly and accusing them of lying. But here's the problem. This isn't just about the Conservatives. It's about Singh's credibility. For someone who claims to fight for the working class, this scandal is tearing apart the facade of who he pretends to be. Is he really the champion of the people? Or is he just another politician living in luxury while telling Canadians to tighten their belts? And let's not forget, this isn't the first time Singh's lifestyle has come under scrutiny. From his $20,000 Rolex watches to his designer suits, Singh's taste for luxury has always been at odds with his message of standing up for the little guy. The Maserati scandal is just the latest example of how out of touch he's become.
Well, we've laid out our concerns. The fact that someone earning $149,000 is going to get a check, you're telling me a senior couple, none of them are going to get any help at all? That is wrong. And so we pointed that out to the Liberals. I said very clearly, I'm not going to support a situation where seniors don't get a check, but someone earning $149,000 does. That is wrong. They need to fix it.
Singh's attempt to shift the narrative back to affordability and helping seniors is a classic political move. But here's the problem. Actions speak louder than words. While Singh talks about standing up for seniors in the working class, his lifestyle tells a very different story. How can Canadians trust a leader who preaches sacrifice while living in luxury? It's not just about the Maserati, it's about the pattern of behavior. From his expensive watches to his designer suits, Singh's actions consistently contradict his words, and Canadians are starting to notice. Singh's hypocrisy is becoming impossible to ignore. While he rails against billionaires and corporate greed, he's living a lifestyle most Canadians can only dream of. And the worst part? He's doubling down, refusing to acknowledge the disconnect between his words and his actions. Canadians deserve leaders who practice what they preach, not politicians who say one thing and do another. Singh's scandals aren't just embarrassing. They're a wake-up call for voters who are tired of being lied to by elites pretending to care. Jagmeet Singh's controversies aren't just isolated incidents. They're part of a larger pattern of contradictions that Canadians are starting to notice. On one hand, he positions himself as a champion of the working class, railing against corporate greed and inequality. But on the other hand, his lifestyle tells a completely different story. While he claims to fight for the little man, his actions consistently contradict his words. And this isn't just about optics, it's about trust. How can Canadians believe Singh is fighting for their interests when he seems more focused on maintaining his own luxury lifestyle? This pattern of contradictions is eroding Singh's credibility, and it's giving his opponents, like Pierre Poilievre, plenty of ammunition to call him out. Canadians are tired of politicians who say one thing and do another, and Singh's actions are making it harder for him to connect with the very people he claims to represent. So what do you think? Is Jagmeet Singh the champion of the working class he claims to be? Or is he just another out-of-touch politician living in luxury while preaching sacrifice? And what about Pierre Poilievre? Is he the real deal? Or is he just taking advantage of Singh's mistakes? We want to hear from you. Do you think Singh's Maserati scandal and his controversial comments will hurt his political future, or will he manage to bounce back? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We've got more deep dives, controversies, and political updates coming your way, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.